If you're not booking the type of travelers, the type of clients that you want to book, and I'm talking in terms of they don't want to take the kind of travel, spend the kind of money, or have the kind of experiences that you want to book, and they're not the type of people in terms of how they interact with you that you want to book, and if you're not hitting your sales goals, if you're not hitting your commission goals, if you're not growing, if you can't look back and say, actually, I've picked up X more clients, X more bookings, increased my sales per booking, I today am going to share with you the 2 reasons why this is happening. So this episode is for you if you are not where you need to be right now, but you still have bite in you, you have desire, you have persistence, you want to do the work, but you want to stop spinning your wheels. It's only 2 reasons. That's the good news. It could be one, the other, or both. And I'm going to go out there on a limb and say for some of you it'll be one, but most of you it might be both. You'll decide. That's the good news. And the great news is that you can fix it and you can turn it around, and we have some free tools to help you do that. So again, today I'm going to share with you the 2 reasons why your business is not where you want it to be. Hey there, I'm Sandra McLemore, and I have trekked both the globe and the travel industry for over 25 years. From my first steps as a travel agent to my exciting career as a travel TV host and contributor on network news and morning shows. And now, coaching over 42,000 travel entrepreneurs. Guys, I've seen the highs and the lows of what it means to market and sell travel. Whether you're taking your very first steps in the industry or scaling up to reach amazing new goals, perhaps feeling a little bit adrift and looking for a compass, you, my friend, are in the right place. In each episode, we're going to learn from stories that inspire, strategies that work, and conversations that dive deep into the heart of starting up and scaling a travel business. Fasten your seatbelts, stow away your doubts, and prepare for takeoff. This is your boarding pass to the Travel, Marketing, and Media Podcast. We're going to dive straight into reason number 1. And reason number 1 is the misconception that you have of marketing. You are not actually promoting and advertising your business. You're doing what feels like marketing. So many travel agencies, whether you're just one person or 500 people, and I'm going to start using the word travel agencies more because you are a travel agency. That's what the public call you, a travel agent, a travel agency. But I do know, of course, that many travel agents moved to become travel consultants or travel advisors, and that's entirely a personal decision on what you call yourself. Obviously, the public still call you travel agents, but regardless, the word travel agency still applies to you. So many travel agencies believe that they are marketing their business because they are active on social media, active in Canva, making graphics, and they're posting content regularly. Oh my goodness, that's a mouthful this morning. Regularly, consistently, if they are consistent. But these activities, while they're valuable, they're not the same as strategic promotion and advertising. And you have to understand the difference. You feel like you're marketing, but you're not. So let's understand what real advertising is. Let's define what true promotion and true advertising actually entail. What it means, in a nutshell, is reaching the right audience at the right time with the right message. Advertising and promoting is the act of reaching the right audience at the right time with the right message. So I want you to, if you can, if you're listening to me in the car right now, I want you to take a note of all of the different places as you drive that you're seeing businesses pop up. You're going to see them in radio commercials, streaming commercials. You're going to see them on billboards. You're going to see them, if you're at home, on television. You're going to see them on YouTube pop up in ads. If you're on your phone, you're going to see them in social media. You're going to see them pop up as ads. Scroll through your Instagram, scroll through Pinterest, scroll through Facebook. If you are out and about in the street, you will see them. I know I went down to my local town center today. We have like a pedestrian, and I guess there's some driving streets, town center there. And there are advertisements and promotions for different businesses in the area. Maybe they've paid for signage. Maybe they have done some kind of a deal with another business. Maybe they just have a board outside of their business. I know the Blow Dry Bar, for example, has a special July 4th sale, and it's outside of their business. And they've placed it outside their business so that everybody who drives past will see it and that they should get really busy, for example. My hairstylist sent out an email to her list promoting her July 4th sales. Now, those are forms of promotion and advertising. You will also see magazine advertisements. You'll see all kinds of places where brands put themselves. Now, on a large scale, you'll see promotion and advertising in Super Bowl ads or TV commercials. And obviously you're thinking to yourself, well, I can't afford that. You have to find a form of promotion and advertising that fits your budget. There are free things that you can do. We'll do a whole nother episode about that. But you've got to know that in order to make money, you have to spend money. You have to put yourself out there. At a minimum, it could be $5 a day into social media ads, into Google ads, into LinkedIn ads, into Facebook ads or Instagram ads or Pinterest ads, even better. And you're thinking, well, that's $300 a month. I don't have that kind of budget. But I'm going to give you some real talk right now. If you don't have $5 a day, but you want to have a profitable business, you really need to think about that. And I don't say this meanly. I say it with the deepest of respect, but when is the last time that you put money into promotion and advertising and really saw it through? Like if it wasn't giving you the results, did you really tweak it and work with it? Did you work with an expert? I know someone told me the other day, gosh, I can't find a Facebook ads manager that doesn't cost $2,000 a month. There is not a service out there that is going to work with you for less than $2,000 a month because that's how valuable that service is. There are so many ways to promote yourself. I recently signed a contract with a brand where I'm going to write, actually 2 brands in the last month, where I'm going to write a travel article for them that goes in their monthly newsletter. And they're not going to pay me for that, but I'm going to get seen by their audience. That is promotion and advertising. Putting it on my own website, not promotion and advertising. What you're putting on your own social media, what you're putting on your own website is not promoting yourself or advertising yourself. It is a part of marketing that's really important, but it's not going to reach a new audience. You need to reach strangers. So whether or not they're effective advertising channels like Google ads, Facebook ads, so sponsored posts, local media, jumping on your local news and working with your local news team, I really want you to take action from this one point. I suggest strongly and encourage you to conduct an audit of your current marketing activities, what you think that you are doing to market your business. And then I want you to indicate, is this just a marketing task or is this promotion and advertising? Promotion and advertising is something that will be seen by people who don't know about you yet. Posting on social media is not promotion and advertising because it's only shown to a small percentage, 4% of your followers. Stories and reels, they get seen by strangers, so that's at least better. Running ads or boosting posts, even better, okay? Because you need to put your business in front of people who don't know anything about you, and that costs money. So I want you to conduct an audit of your current marketing activities. Everything that you have done, why don't you just say everything that you've done this week or everything that you've done in the last 30 days? What marketing things have you done? And are they a form of advertising and promotion? Are they putting you in front of people who have never heard about you before? Or are they things that you're saying about yourself on your own platforms where only your existing followers can see you? I definitely recommend, if you are not promoting and advertising, to encourage you in investing in targeted advertising campaigns and promotional campaigns, and more importantly, tracking the performance of them. Not everything works. I get that. That's how business works. But everything you do will give you results if you're willing to look at them. Okay? In another episode in the near future, we'll talk about free things that you can do to promote and advertise your business. And I have to tell you, those free things should be only until or in addition to a paid strategy. All right, I know that hurt a little bit because the majority of you are not doing this. I would go as far as to say 97% of you are not doing this. So let's go to point number 2. Some of you are doing this really well and some of you not so much. Your online footprint is not meeting expectations. That will be the second reason or the reason why you are not getting the clients that you want and the bookings that you want. So let me go into that a little bit more. First impressions matter. Your website, your social media, the Google search results when someone types in your name, they play a critical role in establishing your online presence because they establish credibility and trust. I recently was looking for blinds for our new build home, and I remember Googling, then going to Yelp, finding a bunch of businesses in my neighborhood in Yelp, typing them into Google because I wanted to see what was there. And I got F-rated on the Better Business Bureau. I got complaints on Yelp. I got a really crappy website that was hard to navigate, didn't have any information, didn't tell me who was behind the business, no name of a business owner, no way to get in contact with them. You had to fill in an online form. I'm like, no, I want to phone someone right now or get an online quote. I'm ready to buy. We are ready to spend $10,000 on window coverings, on window treatments for a house. And I could not find a single website other than the big companies like 3-Day Blinds or, I can't even remember the names of the big ones. Same thing when I went to get our closets done. I couldn't believe California Closets, Closet World, all the different companies, terrible, terrible websites, zero indication of pricing. Now, I know that they can't always quote you and that it's not part of their sales process, where perhaps they want to upgrade you and convince you into different things, sell you into different things. But by goodness, you could at least post other jobs that you've done and show people the range starting at, or this job was, or this job ranges between this and this, depending on where you live and this current state of your closet. But what I'm saying is that the websites didn't give the first impression I wanted. It needs to be user-friendly. It needs to be visually appealing. It needs to be an informative website. It needs to have essential features like easy navigation, clear calls to action, mobile responsiveness. Your social media, when someone goes to your social media, it should match your website. It needs to highlight you. It needs to highlight your brand in a way that they say, oh my gosh, how lucky am I to have found this brand? It has to be consistent branding to match your website, engaging content. You should be in there engaging and interacting with your followers. When I see a brand talking back to the comments in its posts, I love that so much. When I see a brand on Instagram, for example, or Facebook, where people are asking questions and no one's answering them, or people are left to fend for themselves, it's so disappointing. Social proof is important. It's the testimonials, the reviews, the case studies. Do you have these? You have to improve your online footprint. Okay, we'll do a whole nother podcast episode in how to improve your online footprint. But today I really just wanted to focus on these 2 things. And I want you to ask yourself, where are you falling short? Because these two main points, your digital footprint. So when somebody Googles you, what shows up? How does it look? If you're charging $10,000 for somebody to go on a luxury river cruise, including their airfare, or 2 people to go on a cruise, you better have branding that's good enough, equivalent to a $10,000 purse or a $10,000 watch or a $10,000 anything. If you're doing a full family booking or a destination wedding and you're going to charge $40,000, $50,000, $75,000, that's house deposit kind of money. I want to know that you have branding as good as Lennar, as Toll Brothers, as KB Homes, as whatever the home builder is. Go and look at these brands that are charging $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 and ask yourself, does my branding match up to theirs? Okay, because that's your online footprint, your online presence that people are looking for. It's highly likely And you'll know if you have Google Analytics installed on your website, which 100% of you should. Do you? It's free. What are you doing if you don't have that? Go now, create a Google Analytics account, link it up to your website, because you would actually know how many people are coming to your website. Let me tell you this, if you only remember this from today's podcast episode, if you have people coming to your website, even if it's 100 a month, and you're not getting bookings, ask yourself, what happened to those 100 people? That's like 100 people walking into a store and walking straight back out. If I saw 100 people walk into a store in a row and none of them booked anything, or the majority of them didn't, they didn't even engage with you, that tells you that there's something wrong with your store. If you're not getting anyone coming to your store, i.e. you're not getting people to your website, that's because you're not doing any advertising and promoting. You created a store, you got it all, you put stuff in it, and you're just sitting in your store waiting for people to come to you. It's the equivalent of having a website waiting for people to come to you, or having social media waiting for bookings to come to you. So I know that today was a hard episode probably to swallow, but I want to know, do you have an advertising and promotion problem? Do you have an online presence problem? Or do you have both? One is traffic, one is conversion. Do you have a traffic problem or a conversion problem? In the upcoming episodes, we're going to talk more about what to do with this, but I really think that the biggest outcome for today would for you to know and write it down. It's real when you write it down. Are you doing any advertising and promotion for your business? And the second thing, I want to know how many people are coming to your website every month. All right, that's all for me now. I will see you in the next episode. If this podcast episode resonated with you and you'd like to hear more, head over to travelmarketingandmedia.com/podcast to get notified about new episodes and also listen to any that you may have missed. And if you'd like to ask a question about this episode, you can send it there for me to answer on a live Q&A. We'll see you in the next episode.